Welcome to Safi Yoga, and welcome to the second part of our Yamas and Niyamas series, where we'll be exploring Satya or truthfulness. We'll be working with the third and fifth chakras as they deal with confidence and self expression. I hope you enjoyed today's session. We'll start in child's pose, so making your way into your comfortable version of child's pose. I'm starting with my knees wide, big toes together, hips to heels and arms forward, with the forehead on the mat. Just checking in with body and breath here. Taking deep, slow breaths and softening wherever there is any tension in the body and mind. We'll take 3 cleansing lion's breath, focusing on the space above the belly button. Inhaling through the nose, and as you exhale, stick the tongue out and release your exhale. Inhaling, exhaling wide mouth. Inhaling, exhaling relaxed jaw. And inhaling, breathing normally. Moving on to the space at the base of the neck where the 2 collarbones meet. Taking a deep inhale and exhaling lion's breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, focusing on that spot. Exhaling. And inhaling, breathing normally. Noticing the space at the base of the neck and the space above the belly button. Slowly walk your hands back and make your way up onto hands and knees. Shoulders and wrists line up, hips and knees line up. Then we'll take lion's pose without lion's breath. So spreading the knees wide as in child's pose with big toes together. Pointing the fingertips back towards the knees and walking the hands back towards the knees as you slowly lower your hips down towards your heels. So releasing the wrists. And you'll gently peel the palms up and away from the mat, coming onto your fingertips. And then slowly release the palms back down onto the mat. Peeling the palms away from the mat. And then slowly bringing the palms back down. Lifting and lowering. Connecting to the sensation in the hands, palms, and wrists. And then coming back onto hands and knees with the fingertips pointing forward. Pressing down into the hands, tuck the right toes and lift the right ankle up to line up with the hip. On your exhale, bring the knee into the chest. Inhaling, reach the right leg back. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, reach back. And exhaling again, knee to nose. And coming back to hands and knees. Other side, tucking the left toes, lining up left ankle and left hip. Keeping the gaze down. Inhaling, exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, reach back. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhaling, reach back. Last one, exhale, in knee to nose. And inhale, knees side by side. And we'll play with the balance a bit, coming into a half split first. So reaching the right heel forward. Keeping the right leg as straight as you can, so that means the knee can be as bent as you need it to be. Sending the hips away from that right ankle as you lift the chest forward to the top of the mat. Lengthening the back body. And then we'll come into gate pose, so turning onto your side. So coming onto the sole of the right foot, pressing down into the right baby toe, and spreading the arms wide as you come up to stand. Bringing the left hand down with the right leg up into your balancing gate pose. You can look up or down, wherever feels good for the neck and your balance. Then bringing the sole of the right foot back down, spreading the arms wide as you stand. And turning to face forward again with the right knee forward and the left knee down. Coming back to hands and knees. And taking it on the other side. Half split with the left leg forward. So reach the left heel forward, pull the toes back, send the hips away from the ankle and heel. Lift the chest. Glide the shoulder blades down your back. Releasing the hamstring and calf. And then coming onto your side. Sole of the left foot lowers down onto the mat as you come up to stand, arms wide. And balancing your gate pose with your right hand down, right knee down. Left ankle lifts, left hand lifts. The gaze is straight ahead, down or up at the left hand. Making your way back up and then down to face front again. Onto hands and knees. Coming into a low lunge, stepping the right foot forward, knee above the ankle. Pressing the sole of the foot against the mat, especially on the big toe and baby toe sides. Interlace the hands behind the back and reach the fist down towards the left leg as you lift the chest up towards the sky. Coming into a gentle back bend as you open the chest and ground down into the legs. Straighten the spine here and tuck the left toes and lift the left knee off of the mat. Coming into your high lunge. Take hold of opposite elbows here. Behind the back and then above the head, and coming into a gentle side stretch. So first leaning over to your left, inhaling to come back to center, and exhale, reach over to your right, and coming back to center. We'll step forward into a chair pose, so releasing the hands, and then taking your seat into your chair pose. So big toes and heels together. Pull the pubic bone forward as you lift the chest and reach the thumbs back. Steady breath as you sit in your deep seat. On your exhale, folding forward. And inhaling, coming to a flat back. And stepping back into a low lunge on the other side. So right leg back, left leg forward, knee above the ankle. Interlace the fingers and lift the chest in your back bend in this low lunge. Straightening the spine to lift the knee off of the mat. Coming into your high lunge. So find your steady foundation first. And then taking hold of opposite elbows, first below and then above the head. And coming into your side stretch. Reaching to the left. Pressing down into the hips and legs. Straightening up. And reaching to the right. On the inhale, coming back to center. Releasing the arms and stepping forward into your chair pose. Pressing the soles of the feet into the mat as you squeeze everything in towards the midline. Sitting a little bit deeper than you did before, lifting the chest and engaging the core. Exhaling to fold forward. And as you inhale, roll your way up into your mountain pose. Standing strong and steady in your mountain pose. As you take deep, slow breaths in and out through the nose. Inhaling, reach the arms out and up. Exhaling, swan dive to fold forward. Inhaling, coming to your flat back. Exhaling, step back into your plank pose. Inhaling here. Exhaling to your chaturanga, knees down or up. Inhaling to your back bend, up dog or baby cobra. Holding your back bend, taking a deep inhale, releasing a long exhale. On the next inhale, using core strength to find your way into a down dog. Exhaling as you settle into your down dog, connecting to your steady breath, your long spine, and your awareness focused and centered. Roll the torso forward and come into a version of plank pose with knees down or up, and then lower into chaturanga and come to lie on your belly. Bring the forehead onto the mat and reach your hands back behind you with the palms facing down onto the mat. Press the pubic bone into the mat and the tops of the feet into the mat. And we'll incorporate locust pose and lion's breath here. So inhaling, and as you exhale, lift everything except your pubic bones off of the mat. Stick your tongue out. Inhaling to lower down. Exhaling lion's breath as you use the back body strength to lift the limbs, legs, and head. Inhaling to lower down. Exhaling, lift up. Inhale, lower down. Bringing the hands back beside the chest. Tucking the toes and pushing up. Coming onto hands and knees. We'll take cat pose. Surrounding the spine, pulling the pubic bone into the face, lifting the middle of your back to the sky as you push down into the hands and knees. Inhaling to lengthen the spine. And then you'll come to sit. And then lie on your back, pulling the knees into your chest. You can rock a bit from side to side, massaging the shoulders, spine, lower back, and hips. And coming to stillness. Releasing the feet down onto the mat, hands down at your sides, settling into active rest position. Reach your left leg up to the sky and take hold of the left big toe with the left peace fingers, opening the left leg out to the side, keeping the right foot, hip, and shoulder grounded. Bringing the left leg back up and switching hands, walking the left leg over to your right, but keeping the shoulders and hips grounded. So there's no twist in the spine, just a release in the outer left leg. Inhaling, coming back to center, releasing the leg into active rest and taking it on the other side. Reaching the right heel up, taking hold of the right big toe with the peace fingers and opening the right leg out to the side, keeping the left body grounded. Coming back to center, switching hands, reaching the right leg over to the left with the spine long and heavy against the mat, releasing the outer right leg. And coming back to center, releasing the arms, releasing the leg back down into active rest position. Strengthening the core here, press the lower back into the mat, pulling the pubic bone forward, and then extend your legs forward at a 45-degree angles. Reach the hands forward towards the knees as you look forward, and then slowly lower everything back down into active rest position. Press the lower back again into the mat, pulling the pubic bone forward. Extend the legs, 45, extend the hands towards the knees and look forward, keeping the lower back pressing into the mat, strengthening your core muscles, pulling up the pelvic floor muscles, and releasing into your active rest again. And one more time, pressing the lower back into the mat, pulling the pubic bone forward, extending the legs, extending the arms, engaging the core, keeping the breath steady, and releasing into active rest. You can stay here or take fish pose, gently lifting the hips and placing the hands underneath the hips, lowering the hips onto the hands, pressing down into the elbows and coming onto the top of your head as you lift the chest up to the sky, opening the throat, connecting to the space above the belly button, and then extending the legs out in front of you, pointing your toes. Taking deep, steady breaths. Noticing the space above the belly button and the space at the base of your neck. Whether you're in fish pose or active rest. Doing what feels right and comfortable for you. Whatever pose allows you to breathe deep and slow. And if you took fish pose, bending the knees, walking the feet back, lifting the hips up to release the hands, and using the support of your hands and legs to lift the head away, coming back to lie flat on the back of your head. And you can rest here or slowly extend your legs out in front of you, allowing the toes to fall to the sides and the palms to open up to the sky. Giving yourself this time and space to rest. Take a deep inhale as you reach your arms back and point your toes forward, creating tension in the body as you stretch. And then release a long exhale. You can bring your knees into your chest and lift your head up to your knees. You can massage your spine and slowly roll all the way up, coming to sit. Sitting up tall with your hands together in prayer. Ending your practice by giving thanks for these moments spent on your mat. Thank you for sharing. I wish you peace and presence.